Right now, there are people less talented than you winning. And the only difference? They started. The question is, why haven't you? There's a moment in every person's life where everything feels stuck. You wake up, you go through the motions, you tell yourself, this is temporary. But deep down, something doesn't sit right. You know you're capable of more. You know you weren't built for average. And yet, there you are, watching days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and your dreams sitting untouched. Let me tell you something straight. You're not stuck because life is unfair. You're stuck because you've been tolerating less than what you deserve. And I get it. This world doesn't make it easy. In America, we're told we can be anything. But nobody warns you how hard it is to become something. Nobody talks about the sleepless nights, the self-doubt, the rejection, the fear of starting over when everyone else seems ahead. But here's the truth most people avoid. Your life changes the moment you take full responsibility for it. Not your boss, not your past, not the economy, not your circumstances. You. Because as long as you keep pointing fingers outward, your power stays out there too. And power is everything. Right now, there are people out there, less talented than you, less driven than you, less capable than you, winning. They're building businesses, chasing dreams, transforming their lives. You know why? Because they decided to move before they felt ready. See, most people are waiting for the perfect time, waiting for confidence, waiting for permission, waiting for someone to believe in them. But winners don't wait. They move scared. They move uncertain. They move anyway, because they understand something you need to understand today. Clarity comes from action, not the other way around. You don't think your way into a new life. You act your way into it. And right now, your biggest enemy isn't failure. It's comfort. Comfort is dangerous. Comfort will keep you broke. Comfort will keep you average. Comfort will whisper lies like, you can start tomorrow, or this is good enough. But good enough is a trap. You didn't come this far in life just to settle. You didn't survive everything you've been through just to play small. There's a fire inside you. And maybe it's been quiet lately. Maybe life has buried it under responsibilities, stress, doubt. But it's still there. And today we bring it back. Because here's what I know about you. You're not lazy, you're misaligned. You're not incapable, you're undisciplined in the wrong areas. You're not behind, you're just getting started. But starting requires something most people avoid. Discomfort. You have to be willing to do what others won't. Wake up earlier. Stay focused longer. Sacrifice now so you can live later. And now let's talk about the version of you that most people will never meet. The version of you that wakes up with purpose. The version of you that doesn't negotiate with excuses. The version of you that executes, no matter how they feel. That version already exists. It's not something you create. It's something you become. And becoming that person requires one thing. Standards. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your standards. If your standard is, I'll try, you'll stay average. If your standard is, I'll show up when I feel like it, you'll stay inconsistent. But if your standard becomes, I do what needs to be done, regardless of how I feel, everything changes. Because success isn't about motivation. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. And discipline is built in the moments no one sees. It's built when you don't want to work, but you do it anyway. When you're tired, but you push anyway. When you fail, but you get back up anyway. That's where greatness lives. Not in talent, not in luck, in consistency. In America, we celebrate big wins. The headlines, the overnight success stories. But what we don't see is the years of invisible work behind them. The early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices. You want a different life? Then you need different habits. Because your current habits are perfectly designed to give you your current results. Let that sink in. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. So change it. Change how you start your mornings. Change what you tolerate. Change who you listen to. Change how you talk to yourself. Because that voice in your head, it matters. If you keep telling yourself, I can't, you won't. If you keep telling yourself, I'm not ready, you'll stay stuck. But if you start telling yourself, I figure things out, I adapt, I grow, you begin to rewrite your identity. And identity drives everything. You don't get what you want. You get who you are. So if you want more, become more. More focused, more disciplined, more relentless. And understand this. There will be days you want to quit. Days where nothing goes your way. Days where it feels like you're making no progress. That's part of the process. That's the test. Because success isn't built on easy days. It's built on the days you didn't feel like showing up, but you did anyway. That's what separates the winners from everyone else. Not talent, not intelligence, resilience, the ability to keep going when it's hard. And if you can master that, if you can become the person who doesn't quit, there's nothing you can't achieve. So here's what you do next. You commit. Not halfway. Not I'll try. Fully. You go all in on your life. Because no one else is coming to save you. No one else is going to build your dreams. That responsibility? It's yours. And that's not a burden. That's power. So take it. Own it. And start building a life that makes you proud. Because one day, you're going to look back at this moment. And you'll either say, I wish I started. Or, I'm glad I did. Make the right choice.